We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied. We are shaping this transformation shoulder to shoulder, heads down while working hard, but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together, we are leading the way.
Batting fifth, left fielder number 18, Eddie Barutsky. Batting sixth, first baseman number 22, Eric Smith. Batting seventh, the catcher number 13, Tristan Delorier. Batting eighth, the second baseman number 24, Quentin Earl. And batting ninth, the shortstop number 20, Ethan Service. At this time, we'd like to recognize the lands on which we gather are covered under the Williams Treaties and the rest within the traditional territory of the Mississaugas, a branch of the Anishinaabe Nation, which includes Algonquin, Chippewa, Odawa, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi. It is through the treaty process that we are able to live, learn, teach, and prosper in this region. If everyone could please stand for the playing of O Canada.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Kinsman Stadium for the Durham Lords home opener against the Seneca Sting on this beautiful 20-degree day. The Lords have already...
For the Durham Lords today, number 16, Nick King.
Nick King will start the game for the Lords as they have already played 2 games so far this season against the Georgetown Huskies, winning both of those games. First one 10-3, and the second one they won 6-5. The Lords have a lot in stock for them this next schedule, as it's going to be really, really hot this next few weeks. Actually, today is the coldest day in the next week and a half, going up to around 30 degrees in the next few days and over the week as well. As we get underway, my name is Nico, and I just want to say enjoy the game.
Leading out for Seneca, shortstop, number 2, Keyshawn Williams.
First batter for the Seneca Sting will be number 2, Keyshawn Williams. Who is a year 2 there, graduated of Maxwell Heights. He plays shortstop. Pitcher kicks and delivers. And that is high for the first pitch of the game, ball 1. It is also high. 2-0 to start the game. As he recollects himself for the 2-0 pitch, kicks and delivers, and this swings at that one foul. There's the first strike of the game. The 2-1 pitch. And that is high according to the umpire for ball 3. Could we see the first base runner of the game already for Seneca? And that is outside for ball 4. Seneca gets the first base runner of the game.
Center fielder, number 1, Ishan Prasad.
Next is center fielder Ishan Prasad, year 2 student from Dunbarton High School. He resets himself on the mound. And swings at that one. That goes behind him for 0-1. Pitcher looks behind him, and he's stealing. And he swings and misses. Throw to the second, and he is safe with a stolen base. So a walk and a stolen base to start the game for Keyshawn Williams. Not a bad start. We'll see if Seneca can drive that run in now. In the 0-1 pitch. That is outside. Ball 1. Oh, excuse me. It's actually a 1-2. The 1-2 coming up. And swings to that one. That one is behind him again for a foul ball. Pitcher looks back at the second base and delivers. And that is a strikeout.
Now batting third baseman number 19, AJ Rowe.
Now up to bat, number 19, AJ Rowe. As it's 1 out, someone on second base. As he looks back to second, and he delivers. And that is a strike, according to the umpire. 0-1. Pitcher stares him down as he watches second base, make sure no one's stealing again. He delivers, and that is swung, and I think that hit the catcher. But that is behind them for 0-2. Steps off the mound and he recollects himself, looking for the strikeout. And batter calls time, and it's too late. Pitcher's already thrown, but still 0-2. King looking for a second strikeout already. He delivers, and that is low for ball 1. Try to get him to chase outside, but the batter was not falling for it. A little bit of wind out here, but still very hot outside for today. And I'm not too sure what just happened, but still 1-2. This pitcher walks around to come back, stares down the mound, and he's decided what he wants to do. Delivers, and that is away from the catcher. As he runs to third, the catcher lost the ball, but there's another advance for what's his name again? For Keyshawn Williams. 90 feet away with 1 out, 2-2. King knows what he wants to throw, and he delivers. And that is low for ball 3. Full count now. Hoping to try and put him away as he swings and misses. Second strikeout of the game already. And that is a huge strikeout right there as it keeps the third base runner right where he has to be. Next is Graham Henry. And really hoping to drive that run in. That's outside high for ball 1. And that one is lined out to right center field. And that is down for a hit, and the Seneca Sting will score their first run of the game. bobbled by the outfielder, and the throw is wide as the runner advanced to third for a triple. A head slide triple. And Seneca takes the lead 1-0.
Now batting designated hitter number 11, Haven Ty.
Next is the designated hitter Haven Ty. Look to hopefully get more runs in for the Sting. That is low for ball 1. That one is hit out to right field, and Sting will take a 2-0 lead. As Ty stops at first. It's an RBA single for him. 2-0 already for the Sting. Next batter is Gabe McCullough. Hoping to continue this first run rally for the Sting. King delivers. That is outside for ball 1. Looks back to second. Make sure he doesn't steal. And that is a strike. Swing and miss. 1-1. Big crowd turned up here for today for the Lord's home opener. As that one is hit, and that is ground out. Throw to first, and he is out. And the Lords get out of it. But the damage has been done as it's 2-0 for the Sting to start the game. Hopefully, though, we'll see the Lords do something.
2 runs on 2 hits with 1 error and 1 man left on base.
Not a bad start for the Sting. They'll definitely take that, especially against a big team like the Lords, who've won their first 2 games at George Brown already. Seneca will come out onto the field as the Lords will hopefully try to get their chance to get some runs across. Not only tie the game, but hopefully get forward. Always best to be in front when it comes to a baseball game, especially in front of your fans. They want to see a win on the home opener. Anyways, as I was saying, throughout the next week, it's going to get to around like 30 degrees. So if you got a pool, you should still definitely use it before you got to close it soon. Seneca pitcher will get his final warm-up pitches in as the Lords will come up to the plate to bat. I'm sure that was not the start that they were hoping for, but they can easily get back into it as it's only the first inning. It's better to go down early than go down late. One thing to mention is that this is Seneca's first game of the season.
Number 4, Zach Rivers.
Leading off the ball game for the Lords will be number 4, Zach Rivers. And I'm not sure what happened, but there was a pitcher violation, and it's 1-0. That is down there for a ball. 2-0 already. Pitcher delivers. That is high for ball 3. Rivers looking to get on base through 4 pitches. Richards is a second-year student that came out of Maxwell Heights. That is outside for ball 4 as the Lords start their game with a walk.
Now batting third baseman, number 6, Griffin Oliver.
Batting second for the Lords will be Griffin Oliver. And Rivers is stealing. The throw to the second base, and it is bobbled and went out to center field. And Rivers will go to third. As the Lords have a base runner 90 feet away to start their first inning. And this is definitely a big moment for Griffin Oliver to get the first run for the Lords. Pitcher delivers, and that is outside for ball 2. 5 pitches in, and no strike yet. Pitcher delivers, and that is hit into right field. And the Lords will get their first run of the game. Rivers comes in to score. Griffin Oliver stops at first. The lead is cut in half already. Forgot to mention, but the Seneca pitcher is Cole Devine.
Number 11, Evan Torres.
Next to bat for the Lords will be Evan Torres. That one is grounded out, and that is second to first, and he is safe at first, but out at second. So a fielder's choice for Evan Torres. Could have easily been a double play there, but thankfully for the speed of Torres, it's only a fielder's choice.
Now batting pitcher, number 16, Nick King.
Next is the pitcher, Nick King, batting fourth today. He'll hope to get some revenge on the Seneca staff right here. That was a slow, high pitch for ball 1. Takes a look at first, make sure no one's running. Throws and delivers. And check swing, but he doesn't swing. That'll be a ball 2. Still 1 out. That is thrown to first for a pickoff, but gets back there in time. Still safe. Devine throws. That is hit to the shortstop. Throw to second and throw to first. It's a double play to end the inning for the Seneca Sting. Not the ending you wish you hoped for, but the Lords do get a run back. And it will be 2-1 heading into the second inning.
Durham in the bottom of the first, 1 run on 1 hit with 1 error and nobody left on base.
Both teams both have an error to start the game, and we're only in the second inning right now.
Hey fans, your Lord scored 1 run that inning, so let's get loud. Who wants a baguette?
The Lords drop trot back out to the field to get ready for their defensive position. Nick King is back on the mound, throwing his warm-up pitches. As Seneca is going to hope to continue in the first inning, in this inning, what they just did. They want to get out in front fast because this Lords team is definitely one for putting runs on the board. Umpire takes his final moments brushing the plate, and we're back here in the second inning.
We have a Seneca left fielder number 24, Dalen Guan Armit.
Next batter for the Seneca Sting will be Daylon Guan Armit as he swings and misses for strike one. King takes his time and he delivers. And that is another strike. Strike two. It took the umpire a second to think, but it is a strike. Hoping for the strikeout, and he gets that. Strikeout to start the inning. I believe it's his third of the game already. Now batting will be number 4, Evan Bolio. And that is too low for ball one. Catcher had to stand up to catch that. And that is a strike. Just at the border. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That's towards more the side, but it's still a strike nonetheless. 1-2. Seneca hoping to get on base here. And that is down for ball 2. 2-2. Good plate discipline. That is a ball. It's a full count now, according to the umpire. 3-2. Pitch and delivers. That one is hit to right field for a base hit. And he will trot to first. Bolio has a single.
Now batting right fielder number 12, Chris Palacio.
Next will be the number, I believe it's the number 9 hole hitter, Chris Galacio. He looks back and he is stealing. And he swings with the pitch, and the third baseman just go to first for the sure out.
Now batting shortstop number 2, Keyshawn Williams.
And we're back to the top of the order. It's Keyshawn Williams again. He got on base by a walk in the first inning, and he came around to score as well. If the third baseman went to second base, probably wouldn't have got the person at first out. So it was a good move there, as there's 2 outs now. That is low for ball 1. Pitcher delivers, and that is popped to right, and that is foul. 1-1. King look back to second, make sure nothing suspicious is happening there. He'll look back again, and then he delivers. And that is lined out to center field and caught by the right fielder. Right center field. Right fielder ends it.
No runs on 1 hit with 1 man left on base.
And all the runs are stranded for the second inning as the Lords will look to tie the game.
purchase short and long sleeve t-shirts, crew necks, and hoodies, visit durhamlords.com/gear. Proceeds will support the varsity team of your choosing. durhamlords.com/gear is your one-stop shop for varsity gear.
Cole Devine will look to put up a 0 on the score sheet here. Seneca's going to want to stay out in front because once that Lord's team gets out in front, they'll blow it away before you even see it.
Leading off for Durham, left fielder number 18, Eddie Barutsky.
And we're ready here for the bottom of the second as Eddie Barucki will lead off for the Lords to start the second half of the inning. And as the ball one to start the game to start the inning, excuse me. Devine delivers. That is down there for a strike. 1-1. Devine taking his time here. As that one is high for ball 2. Pitch delivers. That is hit past the third baseman, and that is fair. And he will stop at first for a single to start the inning. That's definitely to start the Lords we're at least looking for.
Now batting first baseman number 22, Eric Smith.
After this game today, Seneca will go back home for their home opener against Humber. And the runner runs. Throw to second, and he is out. Try to steal, but is caught. Great throw by the catcher there. As is the 1-0 pitch. And that is very low for ball 2. 2-0. Devine doesn't have to look at anyone on base now because he doesn't have that worry anymore as he pitches. And that is down there for a strike. It's 2-1. And big swinging miss there. That's the second strike. Devine's looking for his first strikeout. As he delivers. And that is a swing and miss there. Strikeout there for Devine, and then there is 2 outs now in the inning.
Now batting catcher number 13, Tristan Delorier.
Next to bat will be Tristan Delorier. I'd love to do something here for the Lords. Hopefully get this game timed in whatever way possible. That is right of the plate. That is a ball. Another ball, 2-0. Devine delivers. And that is hit to, and that is past the first baseman. And bobbled by the right fielder, but nonetheless, Delorier stays at first. And he has himself a single.
Now batting second baseman number 24, Quentin Earl.
Next to bat is Quentin Earl, the 8th hole hitter. Hope to push that run across somehow, and that's an ugly swing for strike one. As he'll recollect himself and come back into the box. It's 0-1. Devine steps off the mound. Just take a second and think what to throw at this guy. And he knows what he's throwing. He takes the step and delivers. And that is a little bit too high as the batter has to duck. And it's 1-1. A little bit too low for ball two, 2-1. Devine will look to get this guy out and hopefully get the offense back rolling as the runner is going. Throw to second by the catcher, and he is safe. Another stolen base for the Lords. Great throw by the catcher, but not quick enough for the speed. As the 3-1 pitch is coming up. Looks back to second and delivers. And that is outside for ball four. As Earl walks to first. Not the worst possible scenario right there to walk the guy, but there is someone in scoring position now.
Now batting shortstop number 20, Ethan Service.
Next is the number 9 hole hitter, the shortstop Ethan Service. He'll hope to drive in that run from second and tie this game. And that is outside, ball one. Devine is a year 2 student from Aldershot. As that is grounded to third base, that is thrown to second for the final out. And the Lords strand 2 runners. They get close to scoring though, but cannot beat Devine here.
2 hits with 2 men left on base.
Seneca will get their offense back on as Nick King comes back onto the mound for the Lords. Seneca is hoping to win these 2 first games today, as this is a doubleheader, and go home and have their home opener against Humber, which is another really, really tough team to face, as they'll hope to win those games too.
Seneca, center fielder number 1, Ishan Prasad.
Back here for the top of the 3rd inning as the leadoff hitter will be the number 2 hitter, Ishan Prasad for the Seneca Sting. He'll look to get something started in this top frame of the 3rd, and that is in there for a strike. Strike one. Start the inning. King delivers. And that is low for ball one. It's an even count now, 1-1. And Prasad has a big swing through that one. And it's 1-2. King will look to get another strikeout here. That one is low for ball two. King looking for his fourth strikeout here. Already in the third inning, and that one is outside for a full count. Saw makes it come back from 1-2 to 3-2. Looking to get something here, and that is outside. Really good at bat there for Isan Basad. The next row will come up to bat. It was really good plate discipline there by Prasad as he gets another base runner for the sting on. King takes his time, looks around, makes sure nothing's happening as he delivers, and that is in there for strike one to start the at bat. Looking for something to put low and hopefully get towards shortstop or third for a double play or a strikeout. Strikeouts are always nice too. And that one is lined out towards center field. Center fielder's riding back, and that is over his head. Prasad coming home. The throw to the plate is not in time. And the Sting will get their 2-run lead back. It's 3-1. The center fielder cannot get to that ball in time, as that was a ripper down the middle. And that could have been out of here if it wasn't hit just a tiny bit harder. As now there will be a mound visit here. And look like they'll just try to talk things over for this next at bat. King has 3 runs in 3 innings, 3 strikeouts. Oh no, sorry. It's 2 innings, sorry. And they'll leave him on the mound for now. Just wanted to talk about this next batter, and which is Graham Henry, number 4 hole hitter. There's this already someone on second with still 0 outs, and already a run has came across the score. And that one is low for ball 1. It gets past the catcher a little bit, but is not any danger there. As the Lords have someone warming up in the bullpen now. King delivers, and that is outside for another ball. It's 2-0. And you wonder if Nick King will challenge him here, or still try to see if maybe he'll go fishing. And that one is down there, and that is a base hit. As the runner on second hesitated, and he'll only wind up at third. But that is another single for Graham Henry. Haven Ty will be up to bat with someone on first and third. Still 0 outs. Nick taking his time and looking around as he delivers. And that one is down for a ball. 1-0. The pitcher in the bullpen is starting to throw faster, as he might come on early. Maybe a little bit earlier than expected. As he delivers, as there's a runner. Throw to second, and is way high. And Seneca will get another run in, as that was not what you would say a good throw. So a stolen base and a run scored on that play. Now I believe should be an error on the catcher right there. I believe that's the second error for the Lords already. And it's now 4-1 Sting. King looks around and he delivers, and that one is popped up toward left, foul, and that one is foul and caught by a fan. Great catch. And that one is thrown in there, and that was a big swing and a miss. 2-2. The pitch, and that one is foul, grounded out to the mound, but a foul ball. I believe they are warming up James Aronowitz. Hope I said that right. That one is down to first, and that'll be an easy. Oh, he dives, and he is still out. Looked like it was going to be an easy play from here, but the first baseman had a head-first slide into the bag. As it works out, as they get a very important first out. And next will be the number 6-0 hitter, Gabe McCullough. Trying to put a fifth runner in this third inning for Seneca. That is a swing and miss. The first strike. King delivers, and that one is high for ball one. Back to an even count now. 1-1. Ones everywhere. One ball, one strike, one out. And that one is popped up to right, foul. And that one hits the roof of the building of the coach's office, I believe. And that one is foul. Runner 90 feet away. Let's see if we can get him home. As that one is hit to right center field. The right fielder's under it, battling the sun, and he makes the catch. And that'll be a sacrifice fly for Gabe McCullough. And now it's a 5-1 game for Seneca.
Now batting left fielder number 24, Dalen Guan Armit.
Next batter will be Dalen Guan Armit. Hoping to push more on the board here for Seneca, as it's still a little bit of the early innings here, third inning here. And calls for time. Until King already threw the pitch, but time was called, so that pitch won't count as anything. And that one is down there for a strike. King winds up and delivers, and that one is low for ball one. And he swings through that one. King looking to get out of this mess. Look for his fourth strikeout here. King winds up and he delivers. And that one is swung and missed. That's the strikeout that he wanted. And he finally gets out of the third inning. But not unscathed, though, as Seneca pushes 3 across the board to make it a 5-1 game.
Seneca on the top of the third, 3 runs on 2 hits with 1 error and nobody left on base.
Okay.
Durham.
Seneca comes back on the field as this Cole Devine again. And he'll look to continue the dominance of the Seneca Sting so far. But this is still a game that the Lords can get back in. Only a grand slam would tie the game right now.
Leading off for Durham, center fielder, number 4, Zach Rivers.
And we're back to the top of the lineup for the Lords. Zach Rivers will start hitting again. He's the one that came in to score in the first inning on a 4-pitch walk and a stolen base. And then he was driven in. That pitch was ball 1, too high. And he hits that one way foul to the very left. But that one was a laser. Just went past me. The 1-1 pitch. And that one is on the border there for another strike. Strike 2. Catcher head out there for a big second as the umpire took a second to decide. And that is a little bit outside according to the umpire. It's 2-2. In this moment, you hope that the Lords can push something on, try to get a rally going. That one is swung on and missed for Rivers. And he just runs back, walks back fastly to the dugout. As this is a strikeout for Devine. Right now, the Lords just about need anything. Anything will get them going. Base hit, walk, stolen base. That's how fast rally's going to happen. A bunt attempt, but he misses. That'll be strike 1. And that's a little bit outside. 1-1 with 1 out. Starting to get a little cooler here. A little bit of a breeze coming. But it's still very sunny and very hot. That one is high for another ball 2. Seneca will have to play their home opener in a really, really hot environment, though. That one's up high again for another ball 3. Devine winds up and throws. And that one is hit off the bat and foul as it's a full count now. Devine looking for his second straight strikeout. Start off the bottom of the 3rd. Winds up, and that one is hit to second baseman and easily thrown out at first. For the second out. Next up is the number 3 hitter, Evan Torres. And he swings and misses for this first strike that was very low. And that one was hit, but it came back to hit Torres on the leg as he's trying to walk that off. And the umpire gives Torres a second just to walk it off, and he appears to be okay. Really got down towards the left shin. And unfortunately, that counts as a strike. It was 0-2. Devine looking for his second strikeout of the inning. Torres looking to advance, and that one is way high. Torres has to duck. That'll be the first ball of this at bat. Looking to get King. Oh, and that hits him in the back. And that's one way to get on base, but he takes the painful way. He gets hit twice. First, he hit himself, and then he gets hit by the pitcher. Now it'll be the pitcher, Nick King, looking to drive something out there. Hopefully get this first base runner, Torres,
Pitcher number 16, Nick King.
maybe towards home or at least 90 feet away at third base. And a big swing and a miss there for King. You might see Torres try to control the running game a bit. Maybe he might try to steal here with 2 outs. And that is outside for ball 1. King looking to get revenge on Seneca for the runs, and that is thrown back to first. And just got back in there was Torres. And that is safe, according to the umpire. That was a very close attempt. And a good throw by Devine. Good everything in that moment, except that he wasn't out. And King lifts that one very high to right center field as the right fielder is under it. Balancing, and he drops it. And Torres will run home. King runs to second, and he's safe. As King gets that very important RBI to give the Lords some life. And it's 5-2 Lords. 5-2 Sting. Sorry about that. And it looks like, are they thinking of a pinch runner here? Oh no, sorry. Just walking over to give the first base coach his stuff. Next hitter for the Lords will be Eddie Borutsky. Hopefully try to get Nick King in. And they will pinch hit for Nick King as he gets an RBI double to end his game today. As all the teammates in the dugout come out to congratulate Nick King for his first game. And for that big RBI double right there. And that is a low ball 1. The pinch runner, will be Brody Borutsky. And Eddie Borutsky is up to bat. And that hit him. And Eddie Borutsky gets on first. As now there are 2 men on first and second. And the second hit by pitch in the inning by Devine. Eric Smith will look to drive in Brody Borutsky and get both of the Borutskys running. And that's a very slow pitch, but outside for ball 1. Devine looks back, throws, and that one is, got a tip of it, but it went back to hit the catcher for a foul ball. As the umpire yells 1-1, pitcher knows what he wants to throw and he looks around and delivers. And that one is chopped out to the front, and the pitcher grabs it, throws it to first, and he is out. And it looks like there's an injury here at first base. Not sure exactly what happened. Maybe the runner stepped on the first baseman, but He went down for a second, but he's standing now. And he's just trying to walk it off. But thankfully he's okay. The fans here, show some respect and bit of an applause for him.
No hits with 1 error and 2 men left on base.
Thankfully he's okay, but for the Lords, unfortunately, the inning does end. They do get 1 run, however, but strand a couple runners on base. And we have a new pitcher for the Lords. Nick King is out of the game.
Now pitcher for Durham, number 1.
And it'll be number 1, James Aronovich. As he will start throwing here in the 4th inning. Hopefully to shut down Seneca. As Seneca will have to figure out their new pitcher.
Hey fans, your Lords scored
Try to
another
get their
run.
more runs going.
Another baguette.
As Seneca's already halfway to double digits here. So they've got the start that they've wanted. As we will be right back here in just in a few seconds. Ronis takes his final warm-up pitch. As number 4, Evan Bolio comes up to bat for the Seneca Sting.
Number 4, Evan Boileau.
Hopefully to keep this offensive run going. They scored 3 runs in the last inning. Off of an error and a few base hits and a sacrifice fly. As that is a big swing and miss to start off the day for James Aronowicz. It's 1-1. It's a strike 1. And that one is chipped at the top of the bat to go back for a foul. And Aronowicz will look to get 3-pitch strikeout right here. Always the nicest thing to strike out someone 3 pitches. But that will not happen here. That is grounded out to third and is bobbled. But it's thrown to first, and it is too late. Good attempt by the third baseman to get it back after he already bobbled it, but unfortunately the runner does get safe for him. And there's very good base running there for Evan Bolio. As now Chris Galacio, will hope to get some more offensive here. And that one is hit foul. And the Seneca coach, third base coach, catches that and gives it back to the third base, who gives it to the pitcher, excuse me. Runowitz winds up and delivers. That one is a little bit too high for ball 1. Takes a look over to first base, make sure nothing's happening there. And too low there for the very slow pitch, 2-1. And he throws to first, and runner's back on time, safe. Just to control the running game there. His swing, and that is grounded to third. Goes to second for 1 out, and to first. And a double play. What a throw there by the shortstop. As they get both out there, and it's 2 outs as Keyshawn Williams comes up to bat. Back to the top of the order. That was a great double play on all fronts right there. Williams will look to continue his pretty productive day so far with another base hits or walk, home run, whatever you want. And that's another ball that's high. It's 2-0. Good start for him in this at bat. Pitcher winds, delivers, and that one is hit high towards right center field as they're fighting the sun, and the center fielder comes and gets it. Right fielder was coming, but center field was calling for it.
Seneca on the top of the fourth.
As they get the final out here.
One error and nobody left on base.
So a good inning there for the Lords. And they'll look to hope to get some sort of spark going here. It's coming into the bottom of the fourth. Saying they're still up 5-2. Cole Devine will be back out on the mound to pitch another inning, as he's been pretty good so far through 3 innings. Only 2 runs and a couple strikeouts. As the Lords will hopefully try to get something going here as it's starting to get a little bit late into the game.
Leading off for Durham, catcher number 13, Tristan Delorier.
Everyone gets their final warm-ups here, and now Tristan Delorier comes up to bat, who is the catcher. And that is high for ball 1. Start the second half of the inning. And that one is down there for a strike. It's 1-1 as Devine looks and delivers. And really slow pitch there. And a ball according to the umpire. It's 2-1. That one is thrown there for a strike. It's back to an even count now, 2-2. Devine looking for a striker to start the inning. Always a great start. Winds up and delivers, and that one is chopped to the shortstop, who picks it up, throws it to first, and he is out. A great throw and a great play there by the shortstop. That was a very low pitch that Delorier forced out there. Good at bat for him. Not the result he wanted, but that was still a pretty good at bat. But an even better catch and throw there by the shortstop. As there's 1 out now. And that is popped way up to first base. And that'll easily be played for a quick second out. There's already 2 outs here for the Lords. Devine hoping to get a quick inning here.
Now batting shortstop, number 20, Ethan Service.
Number 9 hole hitter Ethan Service. The shortstop will bat now, who is wearing number 20. As that one is outside for ball 1. Devine taking his time and delivering. And that's a little bit outside to the left for ball 2 by the home plate umpire. The quick windup, and that's ball 3. And it's 3-0 to start this at bat. You wonder if he throws something down the middle to challenge him here. And he does throw it down there, and it's strike 1. It's always a big question whether you used to swing at 3-0 or not. As he does a swing here, as it's a walk for service with 2 outs here. 2-out walk is always seen as a big no-no here, especially with the leadoff hitter coming now back to the top of the first. As Zach Rivers will be batting here.
Fielder number 4, Zach Rivers.
As we're back to the top of the lineup. And we'll see if he can make him pay here for the 2-out walk. And Rivers hits that one to left field, and that will be played by the left fielder for the final out of the inning. We're through 4 innings, and Seneca is up 5-2. Devine has another donut on the board.
Durham in the bottom of the 4th, no runs on no hits with 1 man left on
And
base.
we go into the 5th inning.
Seneca leads 5-2.
And it'll be James Aronowicz pitching again for his 2nd straight inning.
Make sure to come out and support your fellow Lords at the 2024 OCAA Women's Softball Championship, which will be at Babcock Field from October 17th to 19th. We hope to see you all there. Seneca, center fielder number 1, Ishan Prasad.
Back to the top of the order for the Sting here, Ishan Prasad. Hoping to blow the Lords out of the water here. And that's a big swing and a miss to start off this inning. Strike 1. As Seneca looks to finish off the Lords here as we're in the 5th inning. And as low, back to an even count, 1-1. That was a little bit too high, but that was a really fast pitch there for ball 2. And same place, same speed. 3-1. Prasad looking to get back on base again. And that is a strike. And it's a full count, 3-2. You wonder if Prasad is in auto swing mode right here or not. I guess we'll find out. As he swings, and that is a high pop-up towards the first base. First baseman's fighting the sun, and he gets it for the first out.
Third baseman number 19, AJ Rowe.
AJ Rowe will come up to bat. And we start the at-bat with the pitch in the dirt before he even made it to the plate, 1-0. Trying to get him fishing. Does he go with another one here? Nope, he will not, and that is out there for a base hit towards right field. And quickly gets it back in. And Rowe has another base hit. A little bit of single for him, and now is Graham Henry, the number 4-hole hitter, who try to get something in the gap, and maybe bring him home for another run. To give them some more insurance runs. The pitch, and it's down there for a strike, just above the knees. That one is lined out on the foul line, and that is right field. And he stops the 2 runners at third and second, as it's a double for Graham Henry. It's a great piece of hitting there for Henry, as he gets 2 runners on scoring position with only 1 out. A lot of options here. Do you intentionally walk the batter? He'll load the bases, but you have the force for the double play if you get it on the ground. But it looks like they are going to pitch to him. But Arnowich takes a second to think here what he wants to do. And he knows what he's throwing, so they will pitch to him. And it's thrown there, and that is outside for ball 1. The batter is Haven Ty, the number 5-hole hitter for the Sting. And that one is hit high, shallow left field, and that one is caught, and the runner is running. And no, he stops and goes back to third base. So a bit of a wasted sacrifice there, but with the rocket arm of the left field, the runner on third probably would have been out. As A.J. Rowe thought about it for a second, but turned around real quick. Next to bat will be Gabe McCullough. He'll look to get some 2-out offensive stuff here. Swings through the first pitch, though, is 0-1. McCullough is a second-year student from the Sir Winston Churchill. And who is a Vancouver native, so he's certainly far from home. And the 1-1 will come up in just a second. Zarowicz know what he's throwing now. Both runners have a little bit of a lead. The pitch, and that is hit to third, and a little bit of a bobble, but throws to first, and that is the final out. So big opportunity there for the Sting, but they do not push any runs across. That was very good managing there by the Lords. So it remains a 5-2 game, even though with all the runners in scoring position. However, they do keep the lead 5-2.
One of you will be taking home a Durham College swag bag. If you grab the limited edition signed program, please bring it up to the booth to collect your prize.
And it looks like Cole Devine will be back out for another inning to pitch. He's been quite phenomenal these first 4 innings, only allowing 2 runs. Only allowing 2 runs and just a couple strikeouts. Look to continue his dominance here. But the Lords will look to hopefully try and get something started, as starting to get late into the game at the bottom of the 5th. As we'll be back right in a second. Seneca gets their final warm-up tosses as Lords come up to bat. Look to hopefully get something started here, as it's starting to look a little bit grim.
Leading off for Durham, third baseman, number 6, Griffin Oliver.
Third baseman Griffin Oliver will lead off here for the Lords. And he doesn't even move for that pitch, so that one is low for ball 1. Devine wasting no time here and throwing another one, and that one is lined out for a base hit. And great piece of hitting there for the third baseman Oliver as he gets on base to start the inning. And that's definitely the start you would want if you were the Lords. Next will be Evan Torres. Number 11, Evan Torres. I believe he's the number 3 hole hitter. As that one is in there for a strike. Called strike by the umpire. 1 strike, no balls, 0 outs. To start this second half, runner on first base. And the pitcher drops it, and everyone's safe. I looked away for 1 second, and the ball got in play. It was a bit of a chip shot towards the mound, and the pitcher was getting it, but he dropped it as everyone is safe. Now first and second with 0 outs.
Now batting designated hitter number 27, Brody Barutsky.
Designated hitter Brody Barutsky will be next. A home run would tie the game right here. I'm sure that's the most that they're hoping for, other than the lead, of course. Starting to get windy here. As he looks around the first pitch, and he's bunt attempt, and that is foul for strike 1. This is probably the biggest moment of the game so far for the Lords. 2 men on base with 0 outs. And that hit him. That hit him right on the back of the shoulder, and the bases will be loaded with 0 outs. And that is the best possible scenario right now for the Lords. And there will be a mound visit here. Wonder if they change the pitcher now or just go out for a little bit of a talk. And I think they're just going out to have a little chat about what to do here. This is their prime chance to tie the game, or at least get a couple runs across to slowly climb back. It'll be Eddie Barutsky batting to hopefully get some bottom of the 5th inning magic here, as they're going to leave Devine on the mound here for this one. As Eddie Barutsky, number 18, will get hyped up by his teammates, but will try to calm himself down here. The first pitch, and will be a ball for the first pitch, a little bit too high, as the pressure might be starting to get to the number 30 pitcher, Cole Devine. And that's a balk. The umpire has called a balk, and all runners advance. The Lords slowly climb back 5-3. Now there's runners at second and third, still with 0 outs, as Devine commits a balk. And the 1-0 pitch coming up. Looks back and throws, and is low for ball 2. Big spot here. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 balls, 0 outs. The pitch. And that is low for ball 3. 3-0. Big pitch coming up here. Do you challenge him or do you walk him? And you wonder if Eddie is an auto swing here. The pitch. And that is low. Ball 4 and the bases are reloaded again. But the double play is in order now. And it looks like the catcher will go have a little bit of a mound visit with Devine. Talk things over. Try to wonder what to do here as the Lords slowly start to climb back. It's only a 2-run game now. And the manager will go out.
Pinch hitter number 23, Jalal Latif.
Next batter will be Jalal Latif. But looks like a pitching change is in motion here. And the pitcher will be Tyson Mercer for the Seneca Sting. Not a bad outing for Cole Devine, but he is responsible for the bases loaded here. And if all those runs come across, he will be standing as the losing pitcher here. However, right now, if no runs come across, he will be the winning pitcher right now. But that all depends right here off the hand of Tyson Mercer. See if he can try and get out of this mess. Toughest thing a reliever can face. Bases loaded, 0 outs, but I'm sure this is what they practice for. Mercer just gets a final few throws in. The Lords bench trying to get the pitcher riled up here. Trying to put him under the pressure. Mercer is a first-year student at Notre Dame. But I'm sure this is not new to him. Gets a couple more warm-up pitches in, and the batter will be Jalal Latif. Latif is a first-year freshman out of Maxwell Heights. And he'll try to push something in the gap to try and get this game tied at least. As, like I said, starting to get a little bit late. Sun will start setting in a couple of hours, so that's how you can tell. And gets his final warm-up pitch in as Latif will come up to bat with the bases loaded here with no outs. Prime opportunity here. Let's see if he can do something with it or if Mercer will pull through. Lord's dugout getting loud as the first pitch comes. And that is swung out to left field. And that one is gone for a grand slam. Off the bat of Jalal Latif, the first pitch he sees. And the Lords have taken the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. That was a no-doubter. We will definitely not be seeing that baseball again. One pitch from Mercer, and the Lords are back out in front. It's a grand slam. And that was best case scenario for them right there.
Tristan Delorier.
Big home run hit there. As the Lords take a 7-5 lead here in the bottom of the fifth. Hopefully look to add more here. Still only 0 outs. But man, that was a no-doubter. Even count here, 1-1. There's high for another ball. That is 3-0. Oh, excuse me, no. That is 2-0. Mercer will look to try and get his first strike. That's not a home run. And my mistake again. I guess it was 3-0, and now it's a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting second baseman number 24, Quentin Earl.
Quinn Earl will be up to bat for the Lords here. And that is another ball for Mercer here. As this is definitely not the start he was hoping for, but he can still get out of this inning. And the runner is stealing. And that is hit past first base. And a bit of a miscommunication there. As the third base coach was yelling at the second base runner, which I believe was Tristan Delorier, to run as fast as he can to third, but nonetheless, two men on base with 0 outs still.
Now batting shortstop number 20, Ethan Service.
The shortstop, Ethan Service, will be up to bat next. And hopefully try to add more runs here. And bunt attempt. Service is running, and everyone is safe, and the throw is wide. And the Lords will get another run home. And they're sending another one. And a slide down, and he is safe. 2 more runs for the Lords, and that is a bunt triple for Ethan Service. Quite the scenario here, and it is now a 9-5 game. And it looks like the Sting are going to start warming up another pitcher. What a turn of events here. And looks like we're going to have a mound visit. Not sure if it's a change or if it's just a talk. And it looks like they're just going to talk a little bit for now. Maybe the Lords bench is starting to get under his skin a little bit. As I believe he has less than 10 pitches, and he's allowed 6 runs so far. And they're going to leave him in. Hopefully to try and finish out this inning, as there's still only 0 outs.
Center fielder number 4, Zach Rivers.
Back to the top of the order for the Lords. Zach Rivers will be up to bat. Hoping to get that third base runner Service in to score for a 10th run. That one is in the dirt, but Rivers tells Service to stay at third. 1-0. Mercer trying to get in control of this game that is so far out of control this inning. And that one is popped up, but it will be foul behind the Lords dugout. Everyone in the dugout standing up right now. They've been standing up since the bases were loaded. Service sidestep, but that is thrown to the third base, and that is thrown out at first. For finally the first out of this inning. And Rivers is retired. However, Service stayed at third base. Wasn't trying to risk anything. Griffin Oliver will be next to bat. And it's a bunt attempt for the squeeze, and he's hit for a slide, and he's safe. And the throw to first, and Oliver is safe. Everyone's safe on the head first slide on the successful squeeze attempt. A great suicide squeeze bunt. As the Lords have pushed a 10th run across and the 8th run of this half inning alone. And they look to keep on going here. That one is thrown. That one is hit to the shortstop, out at the second and out at first for the double play that they finally needed. However, it does not stop the absolutely impeccable damage here by the Lords as they cross 8 runs across the board here with a ground towering grand slam as they are up by 5 now, 10-5 here, going into the 6th inning. And we will be right back.
Durham in the bottom of the 5th, 8 runs on 5 hits with 1 error, nobody left on base. After 5 innings, Durham leads 10-5. Lords fans, Durham scored 8 more runs. We'll be coming around with more baguettes. Make some noise.
Every fan here trying to cheer to get a baguette, hopefully. As some fans are lucky, some are not. The Lords will go back to James Aronowitz to get through this 6th inning.
Even the change for the Lords, now playing first base, number 23, Jalal Latif.
Jalal Latif, who hit the grand slam, will not play at first base.
Now for Seneca, left fielder, number 24, Dalen Guan Armit.
And Dalen Guan Armit will lead off for the Seneca Sting here in the 6th inning. And it's a big swing and a miss there to start the inning. 0-1. Aronowitz takes a second just to explore his options. And he winds up and delivers. And that one is a little bit outside according to the umpire. It's 1-1. A little bit high for ball 2, 2-1. Seneca hoping that Guan Armit gets on base to hopefully start something here, as they're a little bit in a hole right now. And that's another high pitch for ball 3, 3-1. And back right to the same location. And that is a walk to start off the inning. And that's definitely the start that Seneca would be looking for right now. Right now, anything helps, I'm sure. Up to bat will be Evan Bolio. And that one is low for a ball to start off this at bat. Aronowitz looking at first to control the running game here. And Bolio has to get out of the way for ball 2 here. Seneca Sting dugout might be trying to get under the mind of Aronowitz here. And that is a high pitch for ball 3. Guanar might fake the steal there and might have thought that he should have thrown a pitch out there, but nonetheless it's 3-0 the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. Back to the same count as the last one, 3-1. And thrown to first for a pickoff, but they're too late on it. Guanarmitz is safe. Looks like the Lures will be starting to warm up another pitcher in their bullpen. And that is low for ball 4. And it's 2 walks to start off the inning here, 0 outs. I believe they are warming up number 19, Mark Baxter. And it'll be a mound visit here. And it looks like they're just going to talk things over for now. Just a calm. Looks like he just came out here to calm his pitcher down. Because Aronowitz looks like, and yes, he will stay in the game. However, they are starting to warm up. They're starting to warm up Baxter a little bit faster now, as he might have to come on in this inning if a run or more is pushed. Or, worst case scenario for them, bases get loaded. And the pitch start off, the at-bat is too high as Chris Galascio will be up to bat here. And starts off with 1-0. And doesn't even move there for another ball. It's 2-0. And just trying to walk around for a second because might be starting to lose his confidence or something here. But he looks around, taking extra looks at second base and delivers. And once again, very low for ball 3. And it's once again 3-0. Still with 0 outs. You know, Seneca would love to get that base loaded right now. And that one is in there for a strike. Another strike on a 3-0 pitch. And he'll look to hopefully get something on the ground here, maybe for a double play. And that is down there again for another strike, full count. Aronowitz exploring his options here. And he knows what he wants to throw. And the pitch, and a swing, and it is chopped out to third, and the third baseman has it, but he dropped it. And a throw to third, and the runner is out. Guanarmitz hesitated a little bit because he thought he may have caught it, but everyone started yelling 3. So it was a pretty easy decision there where to throw. But the play does work out a little bit. They do get 1 out, and it's still a runner on first and second here. And it looks like Aronowitz is taking a second. The next batter will be Keyshawn Williams, top of the order again. He's had a pretty good day so far. He's had a couple walks. I think he's had a base hit as well. And the pitch is low to start off the at-bat. It's ball 1. Looks around, make sure no one's stealing. And it's a slow breaking ball, but it is outside for 2-0. Seneca starting to put on the pressure here in the later innings. And that one doesn't even reach the plate. That one's in the dirt. And it's back to another 3-0 count for the third straight at bat. You wonder if Williams will be an auto swing here or not, because Aronowicz might give him a meatball to challenge him. No, he will not, as Williams has to get out of the way. And the bases are loaded here with 1 out. And it'll be Ishan Prasad to come up. And it looks like they're going to change the pitcher now, as Aronowicz Day is done. He didn't allow any runs. However, he is responsible for the bases loaded right now, as Mark Baxter will come on to pitch and hopefully get something on the ground. Really needing that double play right now.
Now pitching for Durham, number 19, Mark Baxter.
So the Lowers go with the left-hander Mark Baxter here to face Ishan Prasad. Hopefully getting either that double play or a strikeout. Either is good, but that one is low for the first ball of his day. Prasad hoping to drive at least a couple in, maybe more. Maybe even a grand slam. That would totally be nice. Was low for another ball, 2-0. Prasad steps off the bag a little bit. Or the box, excuse me. And the 2-0 pitch. And that's in there for the first strike of the at-bat, 2-1. And they threw it to second for a second, but the runner is safe. As it's 2-1 here. Top of the 6th, 1 out. Bases loaded. Now one is hit out towards first, and that is past them. And the second baseman slides. But a run does come across the score. It is 10-6 now. However, that slide by the second baseman definitely stopped at least another run coming in. No one out on that play, but could definitely have been worse. But that's a good start for the Seneca Sting. Next is A.J. Rowe as he chops one. The third baseman has it, throws it to first, and he drops it. First baseman drops it as one run comes in to score. And a second run comes in to score as well. And it's back to a 2-run game, 10-8.
Now batting catcher number 8, Graham Henry.
As now the game leading run comes to the plate. It'll be Graham Henry, who's drove a couple runs in already, I believe. It's first and second here with 1 out. Double play is a possibility. And that is in there for a strike. as Henry calls time. Trying to get Baxter to throw one that he'll like to hit. But that one is down there, and the catcher does recover it. And it's an even count, 1-1. Looks around from first. And that one is hit to left foul for a foul ball. Now it's 1-2. Baxter knows what he wants, and he delivers, and that was a slow pitch, but it is a ball. It's 2-2. Sting starting to claw back into this game. As that one is hit to third base. He grabs it and steps on third base and throws it to first, but the runner is safe. And it is now a one-run game again. It is 10-9. As there is still a runner in scoring position to at least tie the game, and the game-leading run is at first base. This will all be down to Haven Ty. And throws it low, but the runners do not run. It's 1-0.
Now batting designated hitter number 11, Haven Ty.
A lot of offense today for both teams, but they're not done yet. As the Sting has pushed 4 runs so far this half inning. And that is a strike to even up the count, 1-1. And it looks like the Lords will get a new pitcher to warm up as well. And that one is hit past the second baseman into center field. And that one is thrown home through the pitcher and is past the catcher. And a run scores. And the Seneca Sting have tied the game again. It is 10-10. They almost got the runner at home, but they did go through the catcher's legs. As now it is back to a tie game with a runner 90 feet away to score and on second base. Still with just 1 out. Next it'll be Gay McCullough. And that is in there for a strike. Looks like the Lords are warming up number 14, Ethan Dunn, to come in. Another left-handed pitcher. As it doesn't seem like any pitcher has any answer today for all the hitting. 20 runs combined come to score in just 5-1 innings. Baxter delivers, and that one is lobbed out to right field, but the right fielder misses it. He dives, and that is going back to the wall as 2 runs will score. And they go into second, and Seneca takes the lead again, 12-10. That is the 7th runner they have pushed this inning.
Now batting left fielder number 24, Dalen Guan Armit.
And it's been an offensive masterclass for both teams. And it looks like the Lords are starting to get Ethan Dunn warming up a little bit faster, as he might have to come in really, really soon again. Sting hoping to push more runs across. The right fielder dove for it, but it went under him and towards the wall, which allowed both of the runners to score pretty easily. And it's now a 12-10 lead. In the 1-1 pitch. That is outside for another ball. It's 2-1. Seneca will look to push the 8th run on the board here. The Lords scored 8 runs in the bottom of the 5th. And this thing will look to do that and hopefully more. And that is swung through for the second strike. Is back to an even count, 2-2. Baxter looking for his first strikeout. He delivers, and that one is fouled off behind the catcher. It's been quite a home opener for the Lords to remember, but hopefully for them they can get this turned around for a win. That would be even better. Now when it's swung on a miss, and there's a first strikeout for Baxter. And that is a very important second out.
Now batting second baseman number 4, Evan Boileau.
As he tries to get out of this mess. The pitch and delivers. And that was way low, almost behind the hitter. Ball 1. Another high pitch, really fast there. You can see the dust come off the catcher's glove there. 2-0. Baxter looking for that put-away pitch right now. It is lined out, but that is foul according to the first base umpire. And they have a strike on the board now, 2-1. Just about everything has gone right for Seneca in this half inning. Now they just need to continue that with the pitching and defense. Baxter look behind him at second base, make sure nothing's happening there. And a swing and miss there for Evan Bolio. And it's 2-2. It's twos everywhere. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that one is lined out to center field. And that one is down for another run for Seneca as they push the 8th run here. And they throw it all the way back to second. And it's a double for Evan Bolio as he drives in another run. The 8th run for the Seneca Sting. And it's now 13-10. They've copied what the Lords have done. Hopefully for them, they can get even more. Next, Chris Glacio is next. Hoping to keep on going. That one is fouled out behind him. It's been quite a home opener to remember. Let's just see if the Lords themselves can try and push back to stay undefeated. Now is lined out to third as he easy throw to first. And that is the final out of the very long inning. Baxter finally gets out of it, but Seneca gets all they want here as they cross 8 runs, just like the Lords across the boards. And they only leave 1 runner on base. It's now 13-10, heading into the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for Seneca, number 19, A.J. Rowe.
A.J. Rowe will be the next pitcher here for the Seneca Sting, as he'll look to get through this bottom of the 6th, hopefully unscathed, as the Lords have some more coming back to do, even though they were up 10-5 before this. As they are now down by 3, but they were down by 4 before. So it's definitely possible. It'll be Brody Barutsky to start off the inning here for the Lords. Hoping to get something going here as coming into the very last innings here, bottom of the sixth. And it was looking good before, but they weren't out then. They certainly are not out now. As that is a first strike thrown by Rowe. And same pitch right there. 0-2, looking for his first strikeout already. And the 3-pitch strikeout there for A.J. Rowe. And great way to start the inning for the Seneca Sting and Rowe. Next will be Ethan Service. Actually, excuse me, it'll be Eddie Barutsky now. He'll hope to get He'll hope to get revenge for his brother that just got struck out by 3 pitches. There's another strike there. Strike 1 to start off this at bat. And there's the first ball for Rowe. It's 1-1. He delivers, and that one is low for ball 2. He knows what he wants to throw. He kicks and delivers. And that one is hit out to shortstop and past the shortstop for a base hit. And that is a single for Eddie Barutsky, and they definitely needed something to start. And there's your start. Next it'll be Jalal Latif to bat here. Remember, he hit the grand slam that gave them the lead in that bottom of the 5th inning implosion. And that's a low ball for the first pitch. We'll see if we can get another home run here, as it'll be definitely a sight to see. And a look to first, but no throw, as the runner slid back in. And that one's outside for a ball, 2-0. And Jalal's in prime position to do something right now. And he doesn't swing, and that is another ball for 3-0. And the Lords dugout starting to get loud here. And that is low for ball 4. A 4-pitch walk for Jalal Latif. And they have runners on first and second with 1 out. The Lords will hopefully look for something here. Next will be the catcher, Tristan Delorier. Seneca's really open for that double play ball right now. That one is popped up behind the Seneca dugout onto the bushes. And time is called, as he just takes a second. There's another big moment here. A homer would tie the game. And the pitch is outside for ball 1 to make it an even count. Even though with all the runs scored, we've only seen 1 home run today. Maybe we'll see another before the game ends. Not one on this pitch, as that's a strike. And it's 1-2. Rowe knows what he wants. He looks, and then he delivers. And that one is swung. And that goes way out onto the street, out of the stadium, for a foul ball. Big moment here. Deluria will look to do something productive here for the Lords. And that is grounded to shortstop as they get one, and the throw to first is in time to get him. The Lords can't believe the call, but it is an inning-ending double play, and that is exactly what they needed as they put a donut on the board.
Durham in the bottom of the sixth, no runs on one hit with one man left on base.
And it remains a 3-1 lead for the Seneca Sting. And that's everything they needed and more. As we will go into the last inning here, the 7th. And Mark Baxter will be out once again. And his job would just to keep the score right where it is right now. And we will be right back.
Leading off for Seneca, shortstop number 2, Keyshawn Williams.
We're here to start the top of the 7th as Keyshawn Williams will lead off for the Seneca Sting, hoping to push even more runs across in this really, really offensive game. And check swing there, but he swung, and it's a called strike anyways. It's 0-1 to start off the at-bat. And that is hit to third base, and he jumps to get it and throw to first, and he is out. Good play there by the third baseman.
Third baseman number 1, Ishan Prasad.
By Griffin Oliver to get him out. That's an important first out. As now the third baseman for the Seneca Sting will come up to bat, Ishan Prasad. And that is basically the same chip to second base, throwing to first. Easy out there. 2 quick outs for the Durham Lords. And they're probably really thankful for that at the moment, but A.J. Rowe is up to bat here, and he's had a really productive day, both in the hitting and the pitching. The windup by Baxter, and it is low. Rowe has to move out of the way. The pitch and is a little bit too high. And it's 2-0 to start the at-bat. And that one is down there for a strike, 2-1. He definitely needed that right there. He needs his next pitch even more. That is a big swing. And Rowe can't believe he missed that one. Even count, 2-2. And a big swing and a miss there for a strikeout. And that's a really good 1-2-3 inning there for the Durham Lords. They definitely needed that. As now we will go into the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Lords. We will see what they can do, down by 3. And we'll be right back. Seneca leads 13-10. AJ Rowe will be back on the mound to close this first game of the doubleheader. And he's going to face the second baseman, Quentin Earl, to start this last half of the game. It's been an absolutely insane up and down game so far. That one is hit to left, and that is foul for the first pitch of the inning, of the half inning, excuse me. Rowe had the 1-2-3 inning in the last 6 inning half. That's high for a ball. And that one's a big chip hit, but foul. That got the very inside of the bat. Almost hit him on the hands. It's 1-2. Rowe looking for another strikeout. Not sure what he wants to pitch, and now he does. And he delivers. And that's a big pop-up. About 50 feet high, and that one is caught by the foul line. That one is caught by the foul line by Gabe McCullough. And that's an important first out for Seneca as they look to close this game.
Now batting shortstop, number 20, Ethan Service.
Ethan Service, the 9-0 hitter, now to bat, who got the bunt triple earlier this game. That really started a rally for the Lords. And kick up and deliver, and that one is in there, close to the border for the first strike of the at-bat. Kicks and delivers, and that one is low for ball one. Starting to get a little bit shady and windy here, as it's definitely cooled down by quite a lot. No one's sweating anymore. And that one's popped up, and that one has just about left the ballpark. But it is a foul ball, 1-2. As they want a new ball. They don't like the one that they just had. As we will take a second to go find one. And there. Just restocking on some baseballs here, and then we'll get right back to it. One and two, Rowe will look for a strikeout. Just to get him out in general. 1-2 pitch, and I believe he hit the top of his bat on that. That barely hit it, and that goes foul. And he'll get another shot here. And that one's low for ball two, trying to get him fishing there. But Service does not fall for it. The 1-2, and that is another foul ball. Oh, wait, never mind. That was in play, and the catcher gets it. Oh, what? Never mind. Ignore what I just said. It's another foul ball. It's an even count, 2-2. Looks like a hit Service on the back shin, but he appears to be okay. And it's a big swing and miss there for the second out. And a big acknowledgement from the Seneca Sting dugout, as they only need one more out to close this absolutely amazing game to start off the home season for the Lords and to start off their season themselves. This is Seneca's first game of the season, and they'll play their second one in half an hour, and then they'll go to Humber for their home opener. They'll go back home for their home opener to face Humber. And the batter is Zach Rivers, and he'll look to do something here. Hopefully to get something started here with a little last chance magic here. That one's a little bit outside. He had to move out of the way for that one. 1-1. Rowe knows what he wants to throw. And that one is low. Very fast pitch, though. You can see the dust coming off of the glove. And you can hear the big pop of the sound of the glove. 2-1. It's gone quiet to a pin drop here now. And Rivers hits the third. And throws to first. And that is the end of an absolute insane ball game. And the first baseman might have hurt himself there. But regardless, the Seneca Sting have won this game 13-10. And thankfully he's okay. The Sting end this game. The 13-10 win. Insane way to start the season for both teams. But that is not the end for today. There will be another game in half an hour. Half an hour is the first pitch for the second game of the doubleheader at about 6:30. And we will see you then. Thank you very much for watching this first game, and we hope to see you in the second game of the doubleheader.